welcome to Obidati Family TV. Program na Hope Alive. Yes, hope day. Not really just hope day, plenty hope day. On a good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending on our time zone. Today, if I look my face and I see say smiles full everywhere, sake of say something wey be say we don dey expect to happen since months back, e don happen today. Whether una hear am before, I been and now una dey hear am for the first time. We don get the schoolmates of Tinubu wey comot, open im mouth. Not really say e just open im mouth. He go write am for him own page, for him own web page, and also he show the certificate wey Tinubu get with INEC, and he confirm say na pure fake. That person na dey call him farmer. Na journalist him be, and not only journalist him be, na person wey be say dem born for Chicago. The person wey be say Chicago na him own base, wey be say na for the same school him go school there, him be student reporter for even the Chicago State Temple magazine wey dey na former magazine wey dey there, him don report. This same man talk say na him cover the inauguration of the then Dr. Linden Abina, one of the person wey be say na high profile person for that university. So him get information wey be say e dey very very important to not just obedience but well-meaning Nigerians. This person for Chatham community where him comot from, not only say him be well-known person, if you talk for magazine cover, him dey there. If you talk say na for podcast, him dey there. So I think they talk plenty things wey be say this man don involve with, wey be say una go confirm say no be person wey go comot carry lie or fake information dey comot. Na this man, if you talk about the crusader, him don work there. That is na one magazine and the newspaper wey dey for the community there, for the Chatham Community Center, e dey there. Everybody wey be say e dey for Chatham community for around the Chicago State University problem, that is the south side, e dey there. This temple wey be say na different magazine wey be say e dey work for that Chicago State University, him don work there as a reporter for inside the same school. He get weekly podcast for even for Citizens newspaper, him show face. So why I dey talk about this man? Make we know say different people wey don comot when they talk about say dem be Tinubu's classmates. All find everywhere, make we find where dem comot from. No, nothing dey show. Anywhere wey you go check, you no go see anything. They just like full body. But this one comot, this one dey verifiable. Where you know wetin associate am with Chicago State University dey. So plenty talk, and as him take talk am, now we go take bring am. Wetin dey right about Tinubu certificate, we go bring am. E dey very explosive. Wetin I talk be say, he say even spit in coffee when him dey think about wetin dey write about the certificate. He say as he see am, no be really laugh. He say he wan make am cry. But anyway, not only we go talk this thing, plus plenty other things wey we wan talk, wey our people go help me bring. Angel dey for studio, Esther dey, and the Princess also dey.
Good day, my well-meaning Nigerians, my lovely and intelligent obedient worldwide. Welcome, tell your neighbor, say hope day. My people hope day, true hope day. We then don turn to governor of FCT. He don sack 21 parastatals and another head of agencies for inside Abuja. Abuja dey hot now. Welcome on board. Let's go discuss.
Yes, so wonderful obedient and well-meaning Nigerians. The story wey we get carry come to the streets na well for body. Actually, it's the head of President Bola Tinubu Ahmed. It's very very close in terms of his presidency. Welcome and join us on this discussion.
Good day, well-meaning Nigerians and my fellow obedient worldwide. Welcome to Hope Alive. The end is possibly near for Mr. Tinubu, because the evil that men do live with them. And we hope that we have gone here to unraveling this enigma, Mr. Tinubu. We just hope that justice prevails now. So join us as we discuss.
Yes, in my discussion, make una join us for comment section. Like and share as we just dey start. Maybe they like and they share. Make other people know say better news dey. Yes, no be all those talk you go through this because say you be classmate, you no fit show anything, you no know where you come from, and you another one go do affidavit for Chicago because say be classmate, we no check am, we no dey anywhere. But this one we toilet for wooden they call him Palmer. Yes. Now coming back for studio Angel, you know say we don dey talk since say dey play with everyone don say don go that school. Make dem comot. Show all certificates. But this one say even as he not show, he never show the certificate. But him talk say go bring the certificate. The one wey they show there, where we dey see like talk say na Tinubu own, but say him go confirm say na fake wey e be. But before we go even enter the discussion, make we even look at wetin this man write. How him take talk as him take see am that certificate. Make we go for that very place from the starting point. The talk make him talk plenty, and go wan make them for projector, make other people read, make dem see. Him talk say Nigerian president CSU's diploma is a fake. He put the date written by J. Caldin Palmer. Now name be that one. I think go check out. He said this diploma from Nigerian President Bola Tinubu is what was turned over to election officials in Nigeria and is now the subject of judicial proceedings here in the United States. Tinubu's opponent Atiku Abubakar has filed a suit in the US seeking clarification on its authenticity and is attempting to have the result of the election that was held in February overturned. Now he said, I got to admit, this one story shows the level of corruption in Nigeria and it makes you cry and laugh at the same time. The president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, produced a fake diploma from Chicago State University to an election board in Nigeria that claims he graduated from the Southside Institution in 1979. CSU officials have confirmed in court that Tinubu did indeed graduate from the university, but cannot confirm the authenticity of the diploma that has now been submitted into evidence in a federal court. U.S. District Judge Nancy Maldonado on Thursday issued a stay on an order that will have required CSU officials to provide documents from the university confirming or denying President Tinubu's claim. The matter has thrusted CSU into an international political war in which political opponents of Tinubu and many Nigerian citizens are calling for his removal from office. He was just elected to lead the country back in February. Now, let me make this easy for you. This is still quoting him. Let me make this easy for you. The diploma itself is a fake. On the alleged diploma, the date of graduation is listed as June 27, 1979. The signature of the CSU president shows Elnora D. Daniel. I almost spit out my coffee. I laughed so hard when I saw this. Dr. Daniel did not become the president of Chicago State until 1998. How do I know? Because I covered her inauguration and her first 2 years at Chicago State when I was a student reporter for the now defunct school newspaper, Tempo. Additionally, on the fake diploma, Dr. Neva Lovin is listed as the president of the board of trustees. Dr. Lovin did not even start serving on the board until 1996. I have known Dr. Lovin since my days as student at CSU, and she is a lifelong resident of Chatham, where I grew up. Furthermore, in 1979, Dr. Daniel was working as a teaching assistant at the Columbia University. According to her biography and the resume she submitted, she applied to become the president of Chicago State in 1998. Now, at 81 years, retired, living on the East Coast, I would love to know her reaction to the news that the president of Nigeria, which is 71 himself, claimed she signed his diploma. The president of CSU in 1979 was actually Dr. Benjamin H. Alexander, who died in 1997 and was the first African American to serve in the role at Chicago State University. When we come back to studio, we'll come back to now. When we come back to studio, because story day. You understand me? This person know the woman when they talk saying I sign. Not the only say you know the school. Yes. You know the person when they talk say is sign that thing. He's saying no wonder how this woman go look when they talk say that she signed that document.
And she did 81 and our president did 71.
Well, that very one for their own. Esther, I think say your smile, cool, you're very happy. You know, I said we don't win the case already.
Exactly. I want to say the woman did 81. Why first way inside the certificate? If I said it, 11 years after, I did 10 years after. Anyway, the guy doesn't have to say, J. Cody, farmer doesn't have to say if people can go to the essence of faking a diploma, what else? Like, waiting again, you can imagine what else you'd be willing to do. Well, we are waiting on next week to see the judgment of Nancy Maldonado at the court. And we pray and hope that it's going to be a very positive one.
Exactly. And I remember when he stated there, because we have done this research before, and we found out that they said Dr. Daniels at that time wasn't even a doctor in the first place. Mm-hmm. She wasn't even a doctor. She was an assistant lecturer, I think. That was when she entered the school. So as of that 1979, when he graduated, she has no link, no linkage to CSU. So there is no way this woman would be the person to assign it. And I like the fact that he's saying, do you know how I know? Because I know this because I was there. I was the one that, made the video, reported, do you understand? So with all confidence. Exactly. And unlike people that have come up before from Tinubu's side, you can track him. His Facebook, his Instagram, his Twitter handle, everything is there. But other people, when they come out, the only picture you can see of them is maybe the video they made at that particular day. Nothing. So this is giving us the confidence that, this is definitely giving us a headway to our victory.
Yes, you see, you know what thing they sweet me for inside. This guy talk say na the place where he grow up. Yes. You understand me? Not the story they wanted. I know the person wey comot from Nigeria. He talk say na for Chicago South Side, na for there he grow up, na for there the university dey. You understand? And other things wey in the talk inside there wey be say dey sweet me. When they talk, he go talk the one wey you dey for inside. They don't be say dem tell am. Na wetin dey sure of. You understand? That is the important fact. And he talk say, he say another thing wey be say he say when he see that he say he dey drink coffee, he merely spit out the coffee when he see the certificate. And when we go further into this very particular thing wey he write, una go see the place wey he talk plenty other things wey be say e go surprise you. True. Person wey dey talk true, you go know. Exactly. Maybe he say all these things. If when they reach out to our contact wey dey Chicago, make you reach this man, make he show us his own certificate, you understand me? So that we go use his certificate, because he talk about that certificate and the forms and everything wey dey there. So he even there when they don change the forms. Mm-hmm. And wetin happen that time, he show those things. And he described this very particular thing, this very Chicago State University this thing now. This one wey we dey call original, and this one wey we dey call fake. All of this one, we no know which one be which one again, which one be original, which one be fake again. Because e be like say the two of them dey fake, you understand?
Yes.
Because wetin this man now dey come be say, Dr. Wagner wey dey talk say e sign am, say e no be say e no dey for the school as at that time, you know, e go confirm. All this thing wey we dey talk before na speculation.
Yes.
But now, we don get somebody wey dey talk say, true.
The inside.
He say, I know this person wey dey talk say e sign. I know am, he live with us. Even the people wey dey live na man talk am. Wetin we go do? Make we no take too much time. Make we for go back, read the other things. Make we expose some things so we say e dey there. Make we go back. But make una for share and like this very video. Make other people know say things don begin dey change. Say God don begin dey help us to take back our country. So we don get business wey dey come. So make I go back to the reading. If make una no mind my intonation, or for people wey the Americans so that they lis ten and know too best. Now, in 1979, Dr. Loving now married and going by the name of Ruby Johnson. Well, she wasn't even a doctor in 1979. She did not become a physician until 1984. So, how two signatures of people who were not working at CSU came to be on a document that the president of Nigeria is trying to sell as legit? Isn't it really a mystery? It is a lie. It is deceit. It is part of what is running many African nations and the world as a whole: corruption. Other inaccuracies on the fake diploma that can easily be spotted by anyone who ever attended CSU. The university logo is all wrong for that time period. Again, I know this because the logo on the fake diploma is the one that was controversial when it was changed in 1999. Myself and my fellow students, journalists at Temple, wrote a story about the change in the school symbol because those against it said it was a waste of money. They claimed changing all the school letterhead and signage to the new symbol would remove financial resources from other needs. President Daniel, though, the change will be better marketing for the university. So the change was approved by the board. The university symbol in 1979 was a triangle with two bars. The bars represent the growth of the institution, starting as Chicago Teachers College, then Chicago State College 1967, and eventually Chicago State University 1971. I know this because I had to read that stupid handbook like all freshmen, and you learn about the history of the school. Let me even stop here again. We'll come back. Let me come back to you. You see anything that they talk about? He talk say, I know this, I know so. The man is clearly telling you, nobody told me.
Yes.
But I know because I was there.
A real witness.
This person there like John the Baptist. John the Beloved for Bible. Not to say I did Bible, like you understand. You know, say when Bible talk finish, then go talk say, and the Beloved was there. You understand? So it's more like giving example credits after this thing.
Even say you read the book, the handbook.
You talk say, you even call the handbook saying a stupid handbook where everybody wake up. Like said in the first, you know, say when you come, they give you one kind of handbook, say, I make you read that. You understand me? So, see, they talk, no of sky. If I tell them, I say, I know they happy, overjoyed, they worry me. Because I dey like person who say, if they explain the thing. This thing, they like, this man for Bible, where writing many of their first epistle, I do think in the column. Paul, yes. You know, say, write many things. Yeah, they like how Paul, they take the talking on. Only Galatians, only Philippians, who has bewitched you. If they talk with him with confidence, you understand? Like, I have happiness, so they say, he dey inside me, you understand? When this man, they talk. In the never see person wey comot dey talk like this. He say, why do I talk so? Because I was there. Oh God, abeg make una greet this man for me again. Twale for am. Now I tell am say na the certificate I wan make he show us. Like this
no, by next week you go see am. Trust obedience na. They go bombard am for him.
This is the first time J. Colin Palmer, may God bless you. May God grant immunity to your family. May they live long. May you never suffer waist pain. This one, all of them join together. I don't know why they can't bless me when I won't give this man. Abi, wait, I see say, princess, waiting, you just there laugh. Now,
no, finish the reading.
Okay, let me go back. I know my mind just the sweet, the talk, me. No,
this is the real fact.
Okay, let me go finish am. So, now, for this second part, he said, the CSU attorney Michael Hess said the university is prepared to do whatever the court asks of it. He said this international controversy has brought unwanted and unfair publicity to the school. I would debate that claim as CSU does enough stupid stuff that brings bad publicity to itself. However, I must admit, for now, at least, it seems that CSU is a victim here. When I let it up, that it seems that CSU is a victim here of a Nigerian scammer. I want to put that place, I must admit, for now, at least, it seems that CSU is a victim here of a Nigerian scammer. It will not be the first time an American institution falls victim of scammers in Africa. Nigerian President Bola Tinubu is in the middle of a scandal that has involved Chicago State University. Hi. The end is possibly near for President Tinubu, according to him, at least in terms of his presidency. If justice actually prevails in Nigeria, when Judge Maldonado makes her ruling next week, in which it is expected that CSU will hand over documents that shows his true students' records, the courts in Nigeria will have a decision to make. They either remove their leader for violating laws in Nigeria or look the other way. I hope they understand the whole world will be watching too, especially at Chicago State University. Nigerians and everyone else deserve the truth. If Tinubu is willing to fake a diploma, what else is he willing to do? Try. Kasala don burst.
I'm telling you.
Kasala don burst.
Wahala dey.
I tell you, this thing as e dey totally me I no know how e just dey. Na since we dey talk hormone say we dey beg dodo, anybody wey go this school make e comot talk. Na the first time when I see somebody wey be say e comot from that place, and thank God say the man na journalist, no be somebody wey dey na prominent figure. If you talk say of American football, e dey. Magazine cover, e dey. For the chapter for the south side wey dem dey call the school wey e dey, e dey. Talk say dem born am for there. You understand?
The thing sef wey dey even sweet me be say all obedient abeg those people wey dey Chicago, even the people wey no even dey sef, make una go to im handle. Go tell am say by next week we need im own certificate. We wan compare something. We want to see something. Yes, that thing wey Tinubu submit for INEC office, we want to know wetin dey there, how e old and this man's old. Na the same thing I believe be say.
See, the other people, see, Angel might tell you another thing. You see, the people wey be say they go this school like this one because dem plenty like this,
Yes.
like this Mr. Palmer, dem plenty. See, make I tell una wey be say una go this Chicago State University. As at that time, no be now. And una get this certificate e dey for una place. Now I tell una, the kind prayer wey I go pray for una today, make una for health. Make una for come forward with una certificate. Make una for show say over 300 million Nigerians dey miserable. Miserable. Help them to take back their country. If you don't realize and you say, this person, these are my African brothers, they came from Nigeria, we hope you are going to have a better country, and we hope that Nigeria is going to be a better place, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Make I tell you now, if I want to help Nigeria take back their country, better come out and show us your own diploma. And better still, if you graduate 1970-something to 1980-something, now we go thank you. See, the kind of prayer when we pray for you for the whole of Nigeria, your generation will change. I tell you, even heaven now express because God will forgive you for the help of over 200 million people. But anyway, Angel, since pop still full your mouth.
The thing wey dey there be say make everybody, you know say since when we dey talk this thing, we dey serious and nobody gree come out. But thank God say this man came out and he's talking with authority. You know say when you know say this thing na truth and you don't want to offend anybody, just want to say the truth, whether you offend anybody or not, you don't want to know.
I even talk say the woman wey dem Dr. Robin wey talk he say he dey 81 years now, and I say the woman never die.
No. So he say he go communicate to the woman how the woman feel when he hear this kind of thing.
And they come the life of the woman carry the woman signature go put for fake diploma. Make the woman suppose sue them for international court. Because na international scandal and they carry her name carry go put you understand. They make her dey
You know this man by next week or by tomorrow sef we will get more details because he said he will communicate to the woman.
Okay.
For him to know how that woman go feel when he tell am all the stories wey dey happen. You know, because if him go interview am, him go bring back the story come.
Okay.
Say I interview so, see her reply.
Yes.
Shey you get?
Yes.
And even our obedient go even tweet for him own place.
And
Answer so many questions.
And the bad people, those parties, make them abandon people, make them even harass the man so that they seem to make the man vex. Make it explode. And you see, I want to tell our people, our viewers, as soon as they watch this video now, make una for like and share, make other people know say. This step back our country when we dey talk, it don't start. And again, you get wetin I wan talk. Not only this one, you get another man wey dem dey call Perez, a private investigator. Make me even show that private investigator wey go investigate. He say Tinubu talk for before for one of him papers say him get graduation from Chicago, maybe University of Chicago. The man don go make him own investigation. Then pay am, even talk the friend wey pay am. Make you go do investigation. I want make the display and make una for see. This is affidavit of Pedro Perez. Pedro Perez being first duly sworn on oath, deposed and says he is over 18 years of age, not a party to the above suit, and it is a registered employee of the Illinois Department of Professional Regulation Private Detective Agency. A company in number there, Men Services Incorporated. Now for detective service. But now I remember say in Illinois Department of Professional Regulation Private Detective Agency, he said, number one, the client, Odo Eke Ulu of Alpha Advocate Law Group EC, requested that Mayor Services Incorporated (MCI) Dictating Services conduct an investigation to verify the educational credential for the within named individual, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, aka Yekini Amonda Ogunere. 2. That Pedro Perez of NSI Dictating Services conducted a degree verification search through the National Student Clearing House and confirmed the following. University of Chicago unable to confirm. Even signed his signature for there. This one was affidavit on oath. Say Tinubu no dey University of Chicago. University of Chicago. Now when I know say University of Chicago dey different from Chicago State University o. But important, I wan make producer for show where im talk say im go University of Chicago. No be so?
Yes.
Thank you na. Maybe this one na the lie wey comot from their mouth from ABI. The one wey dey circle something for red. Where im talk say im go there, they even underline am. Make producer help me project am so that this one na affidavit wey Tinubu swear. The time when he don become governor, na him swear this affidavit. So no be say we dey carry thing wey be say him no talk. Na wetin him carry him mouth talk, na we dey talk. Now, he said, I am the gubernatorial candidate of Alliance for Democracy, AD, for Lagos State. That time, he never be governor, but now, the candidate where in that's when in the fight for that to become this. Now, this affidavit said, I attended University of Chicago from 1972 to 1976 and Chicago State University 1977 to 1979. Now, nothing we don't see before, make it scroll go up. Nothing we show before this one. Say they don't confirm when they do read for the same Chicago, maybe for Nigeria. Say nothing like him name or what for that very place. Now, for the place where we cycle for red, then when they see the line when they were inside affidavit, he said, I went on self-exile from October 1994 to October 1998 when I returned and discovered that all my property, including all the documents relating to my qualification and my certificate in respect of paragraph 3 above were looted by unknown person. Now, let me see say paragraph 3 above. Nothing with that paragraph 3. Now, the Bachelor of Science degree wey collect for economics from that university and the CSUO. Now, Tinubu take him out, swear this affidavit, sign am. When 1998, 1999, when in the contest for governorship, when I don't see it for screen, now the point like that. So, what will they talk here now? What will they talk? They don't confirm say that one na lie. The Arroyo school where they talk, maybe the primary school, St. John's Children's School, Arroyo, they don't confirm and say na lie.
Yes, even the
for secondary school, they confirm and say na lie. Now, Chicago University own, it's confirmed to be a lie. So the last place where we dey, na CSU. Now CSU own we dey now. Why? Because that CSU own na be the one wey carry go proof wey become candidate for president. See, make I talk again, make una understand. Some people dey talk say why be say we no fit resign make we for leave Tinubu make e rest. Tinubu, I dey bring am as reminder. Him talk say that power is not given in a restaurant a la carte. Him talk say power, say you go grab am, you go snatch am, and you must run with it. We agree. He has run with it, no problem. But the point is this. As if they run, we dey pursue and they go. Make una share and like the video, make other people know say wetin Atiku Abubakar dey pursue dey very legitimate. And wetin they do go help over 200 million Nigerians. And e go bring back our mandate and us. If you want them for the this thing with us, if you want join us for the new Nigeria, when they possible, you go admit am. No problem. So na for that place we dey join issue. So Abado people, now continue, no problem. Wetin we dey na for the truth side. When we come back for studio, you know say Atiku don file the response, yes. They don docket am, and we hear say now they don even for inside wetin dem docket now. For inside that court, the wetin dey request from the judge wey be Nancy, e dey very very simple and sweet. Yes. And if they talk say make you no even waste time. From wetin I read for inside wetin for about 15 pages wey dem file, wetin I read for inside wey dey talk, e never talk say if people don't need to appeal that order. No, I read that thing well. I don't know whether I don put the thing. I say make dem put am for inside the Odigati Family TV tweet platform. Make people go read the wetin article dem lawyers read inside there. E dey there. Na the plenty things wey you talk inside there. He say the matter no suppose go for appeal. No be appeal, e suppose be. You understand me? But anyway, when una go inside there, because if I begin to read am now, e go just take our time. And our time don give us signal. The signal. So, but the thing be say inside there, e get other things where article talk. He talk say make dem give am 2 days, wey be say by Monday, abi October 4th. E be like say na 3rd of October. From 3rd of October wey be like next week, say make dem clear the whole thing. E even decide say na 6 hours between Chicago and Nigeria. So e say between that time, once dem fit so that dem go do the positions immediately, so that when dem finish immediately, dem go transmit the thing from Nigeria. You go register the thing, that very judgment for Nigeria. They go carry am go Supreme Court. And then some people they talk say for Supreme Court, say Supreme Court no fit accept because I think Tinubu dey talk for the court. Say they no go accept documents again and all that. Then we get rules of Supreme Court wey talk say that yes, say they go collect am. He dey for screen. Princess, my overexcitement don do my voice. Maybe for read this thing, make our people see am.
A party who wishes the court to receive the evidence of witnesses, whether they were or were not called at the trial, or to order the production of any document, exhibit, or other thing connected with the proceedings in accordance with the provisions of Section 33 of the Act, shall apply for leave on notice of motion prior to the date set down for the hearing of the appeal. 2. The application shall be supported by affidavit of the facts on which the party relies for making it and of the nature of the evidence or document concerned. 3. It shall not be necessary for the other party to answer the additional evidence intended to the court, but if leave is granted, the other party shall be entitled to a reasonable opportunity to give his own evidence in reply if he so wishes.
Yes, if he so wishes. But I see the place where they underline the nature of the evidence. This evidence wey we dey talk now about, everybody across the world don know say the evidence dey very, very strong. Na heavy evidence, you understand? And even that man, J. Palmer, you understand me? He talk and say, when this thing reach Nigerian court, the Supreme Court, you understand me? Now for there, they go show themselves. You understand me? So everybody across the world don know say, see the evidence wey dey out there. Everybody eyes dey on the Supreme Court of Nigeria. You understand me? So, and even many people dey talk say it is okay. This one, someone talk say Supreme Court of Nigeria will accept new evidence of identity and certificate forgery from article. If U.S. court order Chicago State University to release the documents of here, and they bring yes, na the same thing wey we dey talk. Say propagandists have been misleading Nigerians with the fake news that Supreme Court won't accept new evidence, but una don fail again. Yes, then go fail. Anyway, Angel, you see our time don dey give us signal. Signal maybe for not dey go plenty things interesting. Even if you don't dey talk for the thing, a very interesting and illuminating article by J. Corbin, former student reporter at Chicago State University. Even if you don't dey myself, you to say dem give an opportunity, you go all pass wetin I dey even talk myself. You know say na for some person you go write am well, you know. Maxwell even put it on. He said, no matter how dismayed the Nigerian media has left us, we must say that Arise TV has tried to be remarkable. They have released a short documentary of Tinubu certificate forgery and Chicago State University saga. It should continue to be on the forefront. Yes, let me even see what Arise they do, because if you like say Arise don't wake up, then don't arise. You understand? But not that you have to know the talk wetin they sweep me for there. You understand? But let me even see as I don't see Maxwell talk. Let me see that Arise where they talk well about that, and then we'll come back to studio.
What appears to be the last grip of a prima facie petition aimed at upstaging President Bola Tinubu's hold on power. Atiku Abubakar's counsel had demanded to unravel President Tinubu's academic records at a U.S. institution to boost his petition at Nigeria Supreme Court. The Chicago State University had come under torrents of criticisms for locking its X or Twitter account, which contains details of Tinubu's academic records and the class of 79 which Tinubu claims to belong. The coming days had continued to build spurious sentiment and curiosity against Tinubu's academic records, which has been shrouded in secrecy. Tinubu's prayers on Monday came as part of the ongoing legal battle unfolding at the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois in Chicago. The case was brought by Atiku, who has been on a judicial quest to establish that Tinubu was not eligible to be Nigeria's president despite his election victory in February 2023. After a long-drawn clamor for the full disclosure of Tinubu's certificate, the U.S. court finally ordered the Chicago State University to release President Tinubu's documents, but limited it to only his diploma certificate. While this was supposed to clear every doubt, contrary to expectations, it wasn't so, as it turned out more controversial due to the discrepancies in two different signatures and dates on the certificates. But Tinubu's counsel dismissed any insinuation of deliberate fraud by putting the blame as a clerical error on the Chicago State University. His counsel says, quote, "There is harm in allowing discovery on issues and documents outside the diploma." Tinubu's lawyer said this in the full briefing to the court seeking a review of Judge Jeffrey Gilbert's order by District Judge Nancy Maldonado. As it stands, the controversies concerning President Bola Tinubu credentials runs deep, with the President's counsel hesitant on full disclosure, especially on the demand for a detailed transcript or gender, even as the Chicago State University remains bound by a privacy clause. The identity of who was admitted into Chicago State University in the 1970s has been a hot issue after college transcripts emerged that indicated the school admitted a female Bola Tinubu from Southwest College, Chicago in 1977. Political analysts say as the issue lingers, the certificate saga still holds more puzzle for Atiku's legal team to unravel, while President Tinubu's team will need to convince the international community of the acclaimed validity of his credentials.
Okay, we thank Arise as then they do the documentary as Maxwell take talk. He say make we for profile this one make we see. But he get I been how far you saying that presenter for this Arise wey be say talk well, but before we go see how we take talk this very particular thing. Make Angel tell me say you won't comment on this this one. You won't pray for that man.
Now God go bless am sha, because this thing na eye opener for all Nigerians, because we have been waiting for this evidence for a long time. at least this one na original authentic, no be say dem say no, na him be the reporter, na him school there, na him even cover when they inaugurate the woman for 1998. Make una see the difference na from 79 to 98. Just check out how many years apart na dem dey lie for im head. Make una check am. And you know say I dey talk am say if Tinubu know say im nyash go open like this, im for no rig this election. Yakubu Mahmood for no do am, so that integrity go dey by his side.
We are taking back our country. That is the point. You understand me? The power belongs to the people. Even Miss P is credit to her as she dey do this thing. As he says, your mother do money.
I don't talk and say Nigerians and everyone else deserve to know the truth. Not just Nigerians, but the whole world. Because this is not come to international disgrace.
Yes.
See wetin Tinubu CSP lawyer. See wetin CSP lawyer dey talk say no be the first time. Say CSP don turn to victim. Say CSP don turn to victim of scammers. So no be even the first time they last university they fall victim of scammers. So now they don dey see us Nigerians as scammers. The international disgrace wey attached to this ordinary diploma certificate is something that's like how can someone jeopardize the life and the image of over 200 million people just for his own selfish interest and selfish desire. It's very appalling. It's very appalling.
Yes. Anyway, that very side where you talk say Nigerians and Africans as scammers. Yes. I want you to limit that very side for Tinubu side. You understand me? Because Nigerians now I tell you to America, if you want to talk about the best doctors, na them be. You understand me? We get brand, no be anything.
No, they see us now as scammers. Because I say we get scammers.
Okay.
Because of this thing where Tinubu dey do now, international disgrace, they don't dey see us Africans as scammers.
Okay.
Why we no be?
Okay.
And the judges know they even help matter.
Yes.
They no dey help matter.
Princess, you come to that place where the man talks saying for all hot topic on the body, and you speak am out. Say that very place, as you read that very place, the thing won't scatter your head.
Yes, this is because that show you how to like.
It's just like maybe exactly. It's just like when something that you are in this scenario, the thing happen, and then someone else see a different story. You're like, it's still the same place that I was. Just having it's short and well. And we are so happy that we have secured this witness now. This is like one of our keys to securing this our victory that we have been longing and hoping for a very long time. And just like Angel said, if people had known, he will not come this far. That time,
he might not have smashed it.
And as he's running, we are chasing him vigorously. Yes. As in vex.
I don't let somebody do something where they show us where they pursue and never do am so I go dey project am. But anyway, she never hear as you say your how you take talk about that certificate, you know, talk say na international embarrassment. You understand? The way they take they talk and the thing don dey. So and I hope say as you talk